Hey guys. Okay, so yesterday I was having a chat to a guy on site about a potential renovation and extension project. Anyway, we're standing in the backyard and he just casually says to me, you know what, I think I'm going to approach the neighbours, see if I can purchase some land off them, create a real big usable backyard here for myself. And I sat there and I just went, oh dude, it's not that simple. Like, everyone always underestimates the pain associated with this process. So I thought, hey, why don't I use this week's video to kind of enlighten you guys, give you guys an indication as to what's actually involved in purchasing some land off the neighbours, so you kind of appreciate what you're in for from the very start. Now, first things first, you need to consider, will the neighbour actually want to sell you part of their land? Let's be honest, unless they're under financial strain or unless it's a portion of their property which is a maintenance headache, like really overgrown, they're probably not going to want to sell you their land. If by some miracle you overcome that hurdle, you agree on a sales price, then your purchase price, then you've got to consider the town planning issues. First and foremost, by taking the land away from that neighbour, are you potentially going to push them below the minimum lot size requirements? So often we get these inquiries in areas like Paddington. Historically, they were subdivided for 4 or 5 square metre blocks or less. Most of the time these days, these blocks are in the CR1 or Character Residential 1 zone. The minimum lot size these days for that zone are 450 square metres. So you're already below the minimum lot size. If you go to council and say, hey, council, we want to reduce it further, they're going to turn around and say, nah, not going to happen. They're not going to support that outcome. Then you need to consider, if you can overcome the lot size issue, you need to consider, are you going to prejudice that neighbour's property or create a scenario or a situation of non-compliance? So I'll give you a couple of examples here. First and foremost, services. We've got this on an inquiry at the moment. Basically, the land that they wish to purchase contains the sewer connection for the neighbour's property. So what they need to do is realign that sewer connection. Problem is, it's like combine drains. We've got to break the combine drain. We're talking like 4 different properties we got involved. It's a nightmare, like it's an absolute mess. I think they've been going at like 6 months, maybe even 12 months trying to negotiate with everyone at the moment. It's not simple. The second example I'd give you is parking. So are you actually going to be removing the only on-site car parking for that property by taking that land? If so, is there another alternative? Can you put the parking elsewhere on the property in a legitimate, lawful way? Like, you can't just come doing some dodgy little driveway off the intersection or something like that. We see that all the time. Another example I'd give you is, are you actually going to create an issue or a headache for council in terms of protected vegetation? We've got this on inquiry at the Gap at the moment. At the moment, the property boundary runs through some nice clear sort of area or backyard, but when we realign that boundary, it's going to go straight through the middle of some protected vegetation. Council naturally is going to sit here and go, hold on a sec, boundary equals fence equals clearing equals trees go bye-bye. Don't know if we like that scenario now, do we? So you need to consider the planning implications. Then the final thing you need to consider is the cost. This is not a cheap process. Best case scenario, I mean absolute best case scenario, you might get out of it for like 15 or 20 grand. And I'm not considering the purchase costs here. I'm considering the town planning costs. So that covers your surveyor's fees, your council DA application fees, your private planning fees, your plan sealing fees, your titles office fees. You get the idea, lots and lots of fees. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario, you potentially, like I suggested, got to realign services, go do all this messy sort of stuff. You could be looking at over 100 grand. It can add up very, very quickly. And I mean, then you've got to consider the timeframes. I mean, again, best case scenario, maybe a few months by the time you jump through all those. Oh, my iPhone just died on me. Like, that's super annoying. I'm not going to go back and re-record this video. What I was saying was, then you've got to consider the timeframes. Absolute best case scenario, maybe a few months. Worst case scenario, you're looking at maybe 6, 9, 12 months plus. Again, it depends how many hurdles you've got to jump through. Okay, that covers off everything I wanted to get across today. Moral of the story, do not underestimate the pain of this process. Don't think that you can just move the fence, slip the neighbour some cash. It is not that easy. As I always say, until next time, thanks for watching.
For all you red tape lovers out there, I have one thing to say. Well, no, actually, I've got 3. Number 1, the advice provided in these videos is general in nature. It's not site-specific. You would be a silly Billy to go and make financial decisions based on this advice without first checking with the town planner. Don't be a silly Billy. Number 2, Brisbane town planning is in no way linked to Brisbane City Council. The views expressed in these videos are my own, not council's. So if you don't like them, blame me, not council. Number 3, what was my number 3? Oh yeah, the views expressed in these videos are accurate at the time of recording. If you're watching this video back 10 years from now, the views may not be so accurate. That's all. Bye.